Welcome back, guys. I have just finished week 6 and I'm doing a celebratory dance because I have just lost. I'm going to tell you in a minute. Right, so I'm Jackie. I'm currently on Mounjaro. I'm not a medical professional. Do not ever say Jackie said, because this is just my journey and I'm going to share with you my ups, my downs, my questions, my issues, and there is a couple this week that I'm going to share with you. And hopefully, if anything helps with this, I'm grateful. The thing is, I cannot recommend this enough for fat people out there that have struggled, like we all have, for years and years and years, with guilt. I'm eating too much. Guilt. I'm starved myself for 4 days. I don't want to go clothes shopping. I still hate clothes shopping, and I think that's mostly because of the size of us. The head is a big issue in this, and I cannot tell you how much of a change it has made in my head. It has seriously opened my eyes to how wrong I have got this all these years. I kind of see myself as an intelligent person, but how wrong have I got this? Right, okay, so just going off last week's video, I had quite a lot of people saying to me, thank you so much for highlighting the fact that you need to come down on your calories. The normal NHS, I'm in the UK, average for a female, whatever, is 1,200 to 1,800 calories, blah, 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 all the rest of it. And I'm glad somebody has made a stand and said what you've said about how many calories you are on. You will notice on social media, a lot of people are coming in saying, I'm not losing weight, I've been on it 4 weeks, I'm sticking to me 1,400, 1,600 calories a day. And they are not saying anything. These people like me that are around the 600-800 mark every day, I don't ever go over that. If anything, I struggle to get close to that 800. That don't say it, jump in on those posts, because they will get shot down in flames. Oh, you can't do that because you did a... We're here. It works for me. And I've explained in a previous video, I think it was last week, about before my calories were 1,800 calories a day, if that. Calories that were no good for me, that were putting cholesterol in my heart, there were calories that were putting sugar in my glucose, there were calories that were just, not healthy for me. And I was probably eating less back then before Mounjaro of the good stuff than I am now. So I am being re-educated as we talk, and I'm going to share with you my weight loss in a minute. In this video, I'm just going to share how my week's gone. I've had a couple of days. There was one day I felt really nausea, and I realised what it was. I was busy in the evening and I didn't start my little healthy snacks, which are a protein shake, protein bar. I had some smoked salmon wrapped in some low-fat cheese. It was only like a third of a pack. It was less than like 200 calories. I had some Baby Bell, and I had some apple and grapes, blah, 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 all the rest of it. And it worked out probably about 600 calories. And I thought, I've got to eat it, be busy tonight. And I know I'll try and get something tonight, but it's going to be a while off. And I appreciate your body needs fuel. So what did I do? I ate everything within about a 2-hour window, 2.5-hour window. I felt really ill afterwards. It's stupid. Why do we do this? I knew I was within my calorie, where I needed to be with my calories. I knew my body needed that energy. But it's like when you drink water. I struggle to sip water, so I will go and have 1 litre straight away. It's not ideal, because that's not what your body's made for, to do things like that. I'd eaten far too much in a small window. The whole point around Mounjaro is it will slow down any digestion. It makes you feel fuller for longer. So I'd basically overeaten my 600 calories in a 2.5-hour window. I deserved to feel sick. I actually wasn't sick, touch wood. But it's taught me a valuable lesson, which I knew already. It's just, sometimes you forget and you just go on automatic pilot. That's another thing with fat people. We have an automatic pilot. So if you're still reaching for that food that has got you fat in the first place, start rethinking it. Cannot tell you enough. Listen to your body. It will tell you exactly what you need. Now, you could say, and I know there's people out there shouting at this saying, yeah, you're just lazy, you're just fat, you should have listened to your own advice years ago. No, it doesn't work like that. We have this emotional cycle that goes on. That's all very well if you're sat there in your lovely sort of slim, healthy BMI chair. The fact that we are going to save the NHS millions and millions and millions of pounds, it makes it physically impossible for you to overeat, because if you do overeat, guess what? You're going to throw up. You're going to feel really sick. If you don't eat the food that you need, you're going to start feeling tired. You're going to start aching everywhere. But if you are one of those people that's saying, I've been on Mounjaro for 4 weeks, you cannot go on Mounjaro, reduce your calorie intake and not lose weight. Fact. How many times have you been really confused on a diet? You're thinking, why am I not losing weight? But have you really put everything into NutriCheck? Have you counted all that mayonnaise you've had on your chips the night before? Have you actually worked out how much tomato sauce that you've had, or how much butter on that toast? Be honest with yourself. If you want this to work, stop kidding yourself. Wake up and do it properly. It's expensive for you to just waste it. If you want to stay on it, stay on it. If you don't. But be grown up about it. It takes effort. Do not expect Mounjaro to do all the magic work. There is nothing magic about Mounjaro. It just makes you fuller for longer, takes away that noise. So we have a helping hand now, because what happens when you get fat and you stay fat is you have a food noise. There's a consciousness that becomes so food orientated, you're constantly sort of worrying about it, having guilt over it, thinking about it. When's my next thing? Having an emotional breakdown and think, I need this now because it's a reward. That stops. And if you use Mounjaro carefully and how it's supposed to be used, listen to your body, okay? How you do everything else is up to you. We are all individuals, we are all different, but I cannot tell you how magical this thing is. And with that in mind, I'm going to tell you what I've lost this week. Oh yeah, baby. 5 pounds. 5 pounds in 1 week. And I'll tell you why. Now, without going into too much detail, I am now going to the loo every single day, which I wasn't before. It takes a while, I think, for your body to get used to the new medication that you're putting in your body. It is a foreign object at the end of the day, so I think there's potentially going to be people out there that may have allergic reactions. I get it. You know, we can't sort of foresee things like that. But I will totally... These are my... I've had bars of chocolate bigger than that I've not even chewed, yeah? But if I start struggling and I don't go in 2 days, I'll take another one in the evening. I'm proof you can lose weight if you follow some of the advice here. Like I say, I'm not a doctor. This is just my journey. All the information is out there on social media. The losses that are happening, the big ones, the people that have been doing this for a while, they will all tell you the same. Listen to your body. I am still just on the 2.5. I had one day where I had a little bit of a wobble and I thought, oh, why do I feel like I've got a craving for something? Then I remembered I was 4 days into my 2.5 and I thought, oh, I'm due a jab. I don't think about it anymore. I just do a jab. Because what I want to do is, as I get further in this and lose, I want to lose about 5 stone, if not more. I want to be able to come off this comfortably, which is I'm going to try and stay on the 2.5 for as long as I can. But when I come back down the doses, I want to then just go down and see how long a dose will last in the week. So if I go on 2.5, if I can go all week with a 2.5, I will. Because to me, that is, my body's not going to be reliant on it. But it also means I'm potentially have educated myself enough with not having to rely on this so much. So I'm being very careful with my doses. I have had a couple of acid reflux because I have got a acid reflux issue anyway. But you just make sure you've got the medication handy if you're on the omeprazole, or you've got your Rennies handy. So I don't even, the milk anymore, chocolate. I have my sweet bars in me, like me bars, my protein work shake things. I hope this is helping you, but I've lost 5 5.5 pounds this week. I'm half a pound away from 2 stone in 6 weeks. I will tell you, I'm starting to notice some bits now. It's really interesting. I have these Sketcher trainers. All fat people have Sketcher trainers because we can't walk on anything that's hard or with a heel because we're too fat. We're carrying too much weight. So you've got to make those feet as comfortable as possible. You need practically slippers to go out anywhere. Can't remember the last time I wore heels. And so I wear these Skechers trainers. And because it seems my feet have shrunk width-wise because all of a sudden my laces keep undoing. I don't double knot them because I would never double knot my laces before Mounjaro, because to undo those, it was like a bit of an art happening, and I needed a cardiac machine because I couldn't breathe when I would bend down to undo those double knots. So I would never double knot them, and they used to stay in place. But now I think my feet, it's the weirdest thing, have shrunk in width, which means when I do the bow, it's now in a completely new place, and laces have got wax on, haven't they? So they just, every time I turn around, my laces are undone, so I'm having to double knot them. And it was only a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, I've got to undo my lace. You know, you've got to bend down and undo that double knot. You can't just pull the thing like you usually do. And it wasn't until afterwards I thought, oh my God, I was breathing while I did that. I could breathe. Normally I go blue in the face, my lips go white because I'm quickly trying to undo that double knot before I run out of breath. That's gone. It's just these little things. I'm getting to the place where I'm having to be seen in an unsightly leggings. If you're fat, please don't wear leggings unless you have no choice. I have no trousers that fit me at the moment. And I took my granddaughter to Primeval, and I had to go out and buy these horrible khaki black trousers that were awful. They're something like my 87-year-old mum would wear. But I was refusing not to go in leggings because leggings on fat people are just wrong. They're just wrong. They're not made for fat people. You can see every line, every crease, every bump. No, so I've got to the place where I'm struggling, and thankfully she's jumped in and sort of said, oh, do you want my previous size? I'm like, oh yeah, let's try them on. So that's been an issue. Like I say, I'm refusing to buy anything because I know I'm only going to be in it 4 weeks, 8 weeks before another stone at least is going to come off. I've lost 2 stone in 6 weeks, guys. So if you want to jump on board with this, but if there is anything you want to know, my sleep's better. It's weird. I bounce out of bed in the morning now, and I have 2 flights of stairs to go because my bedroom's right at the top of the house in the attic space. It's all sort of converted, and I bounce up there now where I used to get halfway up and I'm like, now I don't. I'm bouncing up. I have had some tiredness, but obviously get to my age, you don't have this, you're not completely clear of health issues, but that's fine. I've got some possible operations coming up. Do you know what though? I'm feeling better about those operations now because I know a lot of fat people die on the table under general anaesthetic. I was worried about that, and I'm not worried about that anymore. And it feels weird. I'm only 6 weeks in, but I know I'm here to stay because Mounjaro makes it so easy. I am not constantly, my brain is not constantly pestering me. I've had a bad day at work, I need that bar of chocolate or that glass of wine. I've not had any alcohol. I used to have the odd sort of glass of something, maybe once a week. It's not even a big deal, but that was enough to add to that calorie intake. And just keep your calories down, guys. I've not started moving yet, I'll be really honest, I'll own it. My local gym, the swimming pool is closed because it's having a refurb. And I'll be honest with you, I used to go 2-3 times a week. Oh, I'm going to the gym 2-3 times a week. I sit in jacuzzi in the steam room and just have a leisurely 20 lengths, of just nice casual sort of, oh, let's have a chat with people. So that wasn't even a workout. I will get there. I promise I will get there. But there's a reason why we're fat, because we're lazy. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there because these are turning out to be 20 minutes. I could waffle for England. If you've got any questions, get them down below. Anything I've spoken about in here, there's links down below. Just go and help yourself. And I'll see you on social media. Get on Mounjaro, guys. It's one of the best things. If you're fat and you've struggled for a long time, get on Mounjaro. It's in the UK now. And yeah, get on Mounjaro. You will not regret it. And I was scared at the beginning. Take that leap. You will, honestly, you'll be sorry you didn't start it earlier. All right. See you next week, hopefully with another fabulous loss. Take care. Bye.